Welcome back to Hunter x Hunter. Things are a little different because Gon, well, he's gone himself, found himself inside the virtual world. We're actually getting into Greed Island, what it contains and what exactly is there waiting for him on the other side. Apparently not a message or any furthering of how to find his father, but more just, look at this cool thing I made. But now, at least we've got a concrete goal. Find items, turn them into cards, escape the Shadow Realm. Pretty simple, I think. Let's just see what Greed Island has in store. I had my headphones on a little loud there. It is quite the vast game world. Hopefully there's no invisible walls. But considering everything else that we've seen from Nen and whatnot, probably goes a bit above and beyond normal game design. I mean, if you are a new player in a game like this, not surprising that there'd be at least some eyes on you. Either those that have been stuck here for a while, wanting out and seeing what they could do about it. Or maybe a little more nefarious. And just how realistic might not be the right word, but like a one-to-one is this world with your Nen abilities. I'm going under the presupposition that it's just, or the assumption at least, it's just like the real world, but with this card collecting gimmick. Paku's grave. He'll be waiting for a while. Number 17. How long will it take for him to pass through the introduction? I see there's another who is waiting. If they didn't notice, they would say something. Before he'd even gotten down the stairs. So you head towards the prying eyes. Did I mean, not gonna make it easy for him. The fact that he cleared out the book, just considering a save data. Okay. I'm guessing using one of the cards. You would think so. I see. Just not knowing anything about the cards or what they've got going for them, or what's even possible in this world with all the cards and whatnot going around. Everything. This would be an easy battle. Trace. Okay. So, Killer will always be able to be viewed. The thing is, Killer doesn't need cards to do anything here. Quick, turn it off. For your own safety. Oh, we got a name of a town. Now we have to remember that Killer is always on someone's radar. So just have some fun in the Greed Island now, I guess. I like the modem they've got, just the flashing lights and whatnot. Gotta keep it connected. I mean, it didn't hurt him immediately. Was he not paying attention to how the cards work? Also, if you find items and whatnot and convert them into cards, oh, you pick up a sword, now it's a sword card. You can call it out. How do you get spells? A leaderboard? Sword of Truth. Probably something that you need to complete the book. Information gathering, maybe garnering a few prizes. Deal. Do you have time to ask him questions like this while you're meant to be stuffing your face? Outside of actual just normal parameters, nothing to talk about. Miss eggs are believed to be the key to longevity. So as a kind of competitive eating prize, I guess F isn't too bad. You can get the card 185 times. Someone is not happy immediately. Yeah. Suddenly exploded. And there's already... Did he piss anyone off? Ah. I guess there's no need for funerals and the like here. Well, it would be good to know what, like a list of what is and what isn't possible in this. Sure, why not? I mean, some probably just doing it for fun, others to stop them getting items that they're interested in. Oh yeah, just start teaming up and following a stranger. It's always worked out well. How would you come across that information? Is it also to try and find people who are coming back for their like second or third attempt at the game, New Game Plus? But what a short-lived journey he had in this Greed Island. Would you be so wide-eyed and excited about everything? You need to start collecting. What can they do with their fish? Apparently, for a trace that oh, I didn't actually. No, I'm thinking peek. Look at someone else's card. That book, or at least 3 slots. That would be a G. I didn't look at what the card ranking was of trace. Mainly because I didn't know about what the numbers meant back then. Well, hello. Someone that can implant an explosion inside someone. Oh, well, that's good. They're just kind of status effects and stuff like that. It's good to know. I mean, he looked at using Cling, but he was like, there's no use. Hmm. And I think, considering that everyone in here isn't exactly new to Nen, and has their own abilities and skills, what kind of things can each of these guys do with their own Nen specialties? Get as a prize, finding the item, and trade. What about the eating competition? What does that count as? That just come as find it? It isn't. However, it just turned it into a different reason for killing them. The number of cars with conversion limits reaching their maximum are probably getting up there. They're getting a little desperate after being here for so long. They're above this. And now we're going to need to go on a journey finding all of these spell cards to start off our decks, to start protecting ourselves. I guess that's in their minds, really. At least it should be. I know for a fact, if I was in this world with cards that have a limit on how many times they can be obtained and whatnot, well, if any other game has ever been a hint of how I'd act there, I would never use any of them. Oh. Well, that's a good indication to start right there. I mean, what's 50 billion shared between 53 people? I mean, it's still not a bad amount of money, I guess. He's not going to go by the boss. He's not going to go by the ways of grouping up. He's here to enjoy the game. Remember, what's the cheat way of just going straight to the final goalpost? Are we to? Well, some of these are quite useful. Hopefully, no one's afraid of heights or got travel sick. Also, there's someone suspiciously absent from that little meeting there where they're talking about what to do out in the plains. with a interesting fashion sense. About the game, about what it's turned into in its player base. Well, the game itself might be fine, but it's the people within that are the trouble. That's a little harder to vet. It's the depths of people's delusions, disparity, and what they're willing to go through to get what they want. Everything is open to interpretation within the bounds, so just enjoy the day and the game their own way. How many more restaurants are there with eating challenges? Get a few cards. He's not used to this kind of gratitude. I mean, what would his life be if he hadn't have met a friend like him? I guess we can kind of guess what his life would be, considering the rest of his family. Might be a little difficult. And even if an initial wedge is driven between them, it's a friendship between Gon and Killer. Normal guy's friendship is we could hate each other 1 minute. Half hour later, what was the issue? Come to blows and everything's fine. But also, considering Killua's upbringing and assassination skills, mixed with Nen and everything, and knowing that they're not going to just have to completely switch to a new style of doing things with these cards, but also the Nen stuff is still like an undercurrent there. It's just another element to think about on top of it. Also, is there new currency in... Is there a new currency in this world? For instance, if they didn't manage to finish that dish, would they have to pay for it? I'm not surprised at all that within the first half an hour of actually coming into this world, that there's already been some murder mystery, some straightforward sign that this place is dangerous. The world itself seems relatively fine. There's a town that you can mill about in, talk to the locals, even though they are NPCs and have limited dialogue. It's the people you need to worry about, just like reality. Knowing that there's 40-odd spell cards and none of them can cause immediate harm to someone, there are many more ways to go about causing a bit of suffering that don't just result in like immediate damage. Like this trace that has been put onto Killua, knowing where someone is at all times. There'd be no privacy in this world, really. Oh, he's going to the bathroom again. Was this world's cuisine not up for your delicate stomach? Also, considering some people are probably here for a long time, how many things set up by NPCs, like that restaurant, and are there any player-run businesses? People are just like, yep, this is my life now. Might as well make something of it. But how? We can't relax, mainly because, well, that girl now wanted to cause a little trouble herself, but also members of the Phantom Troop also just milling around, walking about, and probably causing some trouble. I don't know if they'd take this a little different than reality, considering this is the game world. They don't need to go straight into proving who's the strongest, or doing whatever they want. I think the mechanics and whatnot of this game so far, and what has been introduced to us, and what we'll be learning along the way, well, it's not actually that complicated, but it's going to be interesting to find out if there are any more kind of intricacies into it all. And if Gon and Killua come across any treasure chests with some nice loot inside. Oh, there's some spell cards here. Just fill out those slots. How long is it going to take them? What was it, 40 items? Or the numbered ones that they've got to fill to beat the game? Or was it 45 free slots? I'm sure someone will let me know down below, but if you have enjoyed this episode and you want to see more of Greed Island, well, you may want to come back. But first, let me know. If you leave a like on the video, it helps out the channel. If you want to mention anything I might have glossed over, missed, interpreted wrong, also just drop that in the comments. But make sure to come back, subscribe so you don't miss out. And I'll see you in the next one. If you would want to be there to help guide me through the dangerous world of Greed Island, well, consider joining onto my Patreon instead, because then we can just sit back and watch anime, rather than be involved in any of the shenanigans and bloodshed that might be on display when collecting cards. So, I need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthia, Kite, Mystic Square, Shiwan, Mats, Girly, Cardboard, Akane, Diego Zenhausen, Tori Jane, the Kebab Seller, and everyone else. Because let's face it, without you, I would be wandering forever. I need all the help I can get.